Surfing USA. Oh, how anybody can have that kind of energy at this time of the day. It's beautiful, though. Surfing USA, that's the Beach Boys coming up to 6 o'clock. Blue skies, sunshine already, and 10 degrees. We're going to get up to maybe 24 later today. It's going to be a nice one all around. Coming up in the next half hour, Susan Booker's got an editorial on communication between you and your partner, and a lot more. Stand by.
Canadian. I'm Susan Booker.
Alberta's dependable news station, QR 77.
And they do it by rubbing their legs together. It's 6:08. Good morning. This is a QR Calgary morning. I'm Dan Willmott, letting you know that Susan tonight will have on Booker from 9 to 11 how to lick that sugar habit. Sugar can upset your whole body chemistry. Also, verbally abusive relationships doesn't leave bruises, but it certainly can leave scars. As well, Susan will talk to members of Shared Parenting Association. There are many frustrated fathers out there. All that and a lot more tonight with Booker, Susan Booker, from 9 to 11. Bill Powers talks sports biz in a moment. Ladies and alrighty, at 6:10 on a Monday morning, the winners, the losers, the rumors in sports. Here's Bill Powers.
Well, it's time for another football season. I'm Bill Powers.
I noticed a little twinkle in your eye when you were saying Lindros may go to Detroit.
You could say that, but again, there's so many rumors that they go around. This is one that, for some reason, made the wire services on the weekend. That's been out before. I can't see them giving up Steve Yzerman. That's the only problem. And but you're going to have to give somebody up. Like if this club in Calgary was to go after him, you'd need a program next year because they're going to have to send a bunch.
I was just saying a little earlier, there's rumors that he may even come to Calgary, but mind you, you and I started those rumors. So.
That's exactly right. He may come to Calgary to play golf this summer. I mean, that's...
We'll take him any way we can get him. Just get a stick in his hand.
Exactly.
It's 6:14. Good morning. It's a QR Calgary morning. We're going to check weather for you with the Environment Canada in just a moment.
Today at Co-op, Calgary's own choice.
All right, we got weather coming up for you for Kitchen Craft Connection. Here's Sharon Edwards.
Value 31.
Okie dokie, Smokey. It's 6:15. Good morning. 15 minutes after 6 o'clock. We say good morning to Brian Stafora up at Environment Canada at the weather office. And how are things looking today, Brian?
Well, they look actually pretty good. We're going to see lows about 10 and highs about 21. So I saw a good little cartoon in the paper over the weekend. The forecast every day is nice and sunny, and on the weekends always rainy. Forecast for the rest of your life.
Well, we got to get that gardening done.
That's right.
Thanks, Brian. We'll talk to you in about half an hour. It's 6:17 now, 17 minutes after 6 o'clock. Downtown, we're looking at sunshine, blue skies, plus 10 degrees with Katie Lang on a QR Calgary morning. It's a QR Calgary morning, and it's Katie Lang, Constant Craving. She had an interview in an American magazine last week in which she admitted that she was gay. And Jim Davies later on this morning, in fact, shortly after 8, will deal with how does her hometown, a consort, reflect that? And do they still stand behind Katie Lang, and do they care? That's coming up just after 8 o'clock with Jim Davies as he takes an inside look at the workings of Katie Lang. It's 6:21, the workings of the weather this morning as you get up and at them. Sunshine, blue skies, it's actually looking pretty darn nice. Not bad at all. Basically, it's because the weekend is over. And you know what? This whole week's going to be pretty darn nice. And next weekend, well, I don't want to talk about it. 11 degrees right now downtown. Wind-wise, a little bit breezy, about 20 kilometers from the southwest, but generally not half bad. You know, one thing you really got to watch out for, and it's really a tragedy because it was really nobody's fault. Over the weekend, there was a car-bicycle accident where a 9-year-old fella passed away on the weekend. And basically, it's just because it's hard to see with everything growing so lush and green. But also, these kids just aren't watching because, I mean, school is out in a week or two, and they're not paying attention at all. They're just driving like crazy. So you really got to pay attention, really got to watch for them because their chances are they're not watching for you. School zones are open from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. They ask you to travel no faster than 30 kilometers per hour. Playgrounds, the same situation from about 8:30 till an hour after dark. Just keep your eyes out for the little guys because they're just not watching out for us, all right? If you've seen any good gas prices over the weekend, I saw a couple that came down, actually. We'll go those with Gas Watch in just a moment or two. If you've happened to see any, give us a call, 237-8255, 237-TALK.
I don't want to pay. Sasquatches. Do they come in groups? Well, I'm sure that's in the field guide. We'll ask that question. Anyways, morning 9:05 on QR 77. Calgary Talk Radio.
I'm sorry the brain is still on hold. Did she say a field guide to Sasquatches? Find out just after 9 o'clock this morning with Edwards and Rutherford. By the way, give the kids an interesting, exciting, and educational experience this summer. And get them out of your hair. No. This is for them. Let them ride the ice at the Canadian Luge Association summer camps. It's a great way to spend the summer and maybe even develop into a future Olympian. You never know. If you'd like more information or registration, call this number, 247-9884. 247-9884. We'll get the guys on from the Canadian Luge Association tomorrow morning right on the program and find out more about it. The Canadian Luge Association summer camps. It's a presentation of QR77 Calgary Talk Radio, looking at some of the gas prices around, basically 47.9. Now, they went up just before the long weekend, the May long weekend, which is what we expected, but we kind of expected them to go down again about a week later. Didn't happen. They stayed up there. Now, a few of them have gone down to about 44.9. I noticed there's one on the corner of Glenmore and Elbow. There's an Esso there at 44.9. At least it was yesterday. And a lot of them aren't staying at lower prices when they go down. They can pop back up again. But anyway, keep your eyes peeled. We'll try to put the lower prices on because, heck, we're coming up to another long weekend. We can't afford to put the price up anymore, please. It's 6:26 as you plan, make holiday plans for the summer, particularly Monday mornings, right? This is Chad and Jeremy. Just gleam of the darn pillow. I don't know. The birds are singing. Of course, you can't sleep any longer. Anyway, it is 6:28. We're going to talk to Betty Jo Stotch in just a moment about what she did on the weekend, some exciting things, and also about some things that are happening in the community today. Get in the
Sports tonight on QR77 Calgary Talk Radio.
Oh, sure, Mark Steven and Ed Whalen have primetime sports, but no, Betty Jo Stotch has some fine-time sports over the weekend with the Remax QR77 Community Cruiser. Betty Jo, what did you do?
Well, the Jasper Banff relay race took place. Very well-prepared young group of athletes, and they came in first, so it was very interesting.
Well, congratulations and good to you, and you feel a lot more physically fit today?
Well, yeah, because I ran, a good half.
Yeah.
Anyhow, let's talk about stuff happening today.
Okay.
I'm Betty Jo Stotch in the Remax QR77 Community Cruiser.
Coming up in this half hour, Silver is getting into the air, and we'll be looking at air traffic reports for you with the Calgary Flying Club and our own Brad Neal, and so much more. Stand by.
Canadian Holiday
7. It's 23 minutes before 7 o'clock, and now with sports, here's Bill Powers.
Well, she's test time for 30 or so. Those are my thoughts. I'm Bill Powers.
Getting close and getting exciting. Had lunch with Deacon on... Friday, I think it was.
This is the Deacon speaking?
Deacon speaking, and boy, talk about a sparkle in that guy's eyes.
Oh, he's fired up.
Is he ready for the season or what?
And I'll tell you, he'll be out there watching those guys, too, and if he sees something they're doing wrong, he's not going to hesitate to walk out and say, hey, come over here, will you? All right?
I'll bet you if he was 10, 15 years younger, he'd be out there with them.
He'd be knocking a couple of heads.
You got that right.
No question.
6:39, 21 minutes before 7 o'clock.
The top of the town, the Calgary Tower.
And you can join us in the Calgary Tower on Wednesday morning. In fact, come on up for breakfast. You can win invitations to the exclusive 2 and 7 QR77 Stampede Parade Breakfast at Skies Plus Western Wear from Lamley's. I'll be broadcasting on top of the tower on Wednesday morning, and we'd like you to come on up anytime after 7 o'clock. It'll be some kind of fun with the QR Calgary morning. It's 6:40 now, 20 minutes before 7 o'clock.
You know, Dan, I was in Edmonton on the weekend, and while downtown alone, some guy stepped out of a dark doorway and said, hand over your money or I'll blow your brains out. I said, fire away. I found out that you can live in this city without brains, but not without money.
It's 6:41. 6:41, 19 minutes before 7 o'clock. This is Bob Seeger, the real love. None of this phony stuff. Suddenly you got the real thing on QR. Just the kind of guy I am, to give you the real love. At 6:45, 15 minutes before 7 o'clock, I'm Dan Willmott, and of course, Michael Jordan still doing his magic, so to speak. 26 points yesterday. Chicago Bulls leading that series 2-1. Bill Powers will have more details. Also, guess what? More Eric Lindros rumors. Besides Bill and I wonder if Eric's just starting his rumors to keep his name in the news. It's coming up after 7 o'clock with Bill Powers. In just a few moments, we're going to check Silver high atop the city to find out exactly how the traffic situation is shaping up. And also, we'll go to Environment Canada to get an in-depth look at the weather. Basically, what they're going to say is now that the weekend is over, the weather is nice. All right? All right. 15 minutes before 7 o'clock. My name is Dan Willmott on a QR Calgary morning. And we'd like to say good for you. QR77 says good for you to Ella Ienko. Now, Ella is a volunteer for the CNIB and was nominated by Don Quinlan. And to date, she's spoken to over 15,000 children in Calgary. including girl guides and brownies, informing them on how precious their site is. Good for you, Ella. Ella receives a Dudley Do-Good Bear from Huggo-Bear Express, a plaque of recognition from the Winner's Circle trophies and awards, and a $25 gift certificate from Chez Jacques Restaurant in Kensington, plus a $40 gift certificate from Love Your Car, and that'll all be delivered to Ella today by Tecker Cabs. If you see Ella Ianco, tell her, good for you, from QR77 Calgary Talk Radio.
Smed manufacturing.
All right, no cheap reproduction here. We go right to the facts. We go right to the top. We go right to Howard Jakura up at Environment Canada. And Howard, what are we expecting weather-wise today?
We're actually looking at lows of 14.
All in all, not a bad week. Thank
Not
you very
bad.
much, Howard.
Okay, bye.
We'll give you kudos for that right now downtown. We're looking at 11 degrees, virtually no wind to speak of. It's 11 minutes before 7 o'clock. We now go high atop the city of Calgary with Silver and Brad Neal with the Calgary Flying Club as we check air traffic for points. Your traffic ticket specialist, give them a call when you need them, 262-1455. How are we looking, Brad?
Well, it's looking nice so far, Dan. It's a beautiful Monday morning at 2,000 feet, or is that a contradiction in terms? Beautiful Monday morning. But it's going to be a nice one for you if you will have another report at 7:05 on QR77.
Thanks, Brad. It's 10 minutes before 7 o'clock, at which time we get into the 7 o'clock news. Vern, what are we expecting at 7?
Well, the driver of a car with all the details at 7 on QR77.
QR77, Calgary Talk Radio.
It's 7 minutes before 7 o'clock. Sunshine today. The weekend is over. It's time to do your business on the golf course. High expected 24 degrees. Tomorrow, much more of the same. In fact, for most of the week, sunshine and temperatures in the mid-20s, not half bad at all. Downtown, we're looking at 11 degrees. Wind is about 20 from the southwest with Linda Ronstadt on a QR Calgary morning. Yeah, it's kind of hard getting motivation going on a Monday morning, but what the heck, even if the brain is just going beat, beat, beat. Work on it. You'll get through. It doesn't matter anymore. Linda Ronstadt, what's it all for anyway? Blue skies, sunshine, and the temperature's up around 24 degrees. Right now, we're looking at 11 degrees. Coming up in the next half hour, we're going to look at some air traffic reports for you with Silver and the Calgary Flying Club. Brad Neal is right as we speak, looking around the city, looking for good spots, bad spots, and spots that are just in between. We'll let you know about that in the next half hour. Sharon Edwards comes in. She'll be looking at how to put a kickstart in that old country of ours. And so much more. Vern Coop has a look at the news, and Brian Costello, as if we have any left, takes care of our money.
I'm regular. Alberta's dependable news station, QR77.